Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another glorious Propagandacast. It's off here to a Monday novice fight right here on a Langraskea. A Monday novice fight. We'll be watching Kerghan here fighting for the Soviet Union. And the 217th Rifle Division going up here against Balthazor of the German Sperrverband Müller. Infantry company up here, pioneers heading right hand way. We're noting a special rifle command start with conscripts following up here for Kerghan. We are noting here guard rifles, Soviet Czech army and shock frontline tactics versus Balthazor, who's gone straight on for Festung armor. An interesting command sort of start off with right off the bat, which clearly means he's got some kind of longer term plan in mind already here. But back here to Kerghan, heading westwards rather sharply. It looks like Balthazor here is actually spreading out a bit, and generally a sort of good thing to sort of point out here is for the early Germans in particular, I mean less experienced players, you generally don't want to spread out too far, because generally as the Germans you're weaker when you're spreading out too far, then you're much weaker sort of being ambushed and hit by the Russians, who also have more durability than you. That's something you have to be rather cautious of. I mean, grenadiers compared to conscripts and most other Soviet infantry, I mean, are rather not quite as durable or as strong. They can certainly do a lot more damage, but again, they can rather quickly suffer a lot more losses. So that is something you have to be mindful of. And if you advance to a broad front, you're more likely to sort of go into some unexpected problems with the Russians, and that's rather vital to remember. We're seeing here the Stravniki riding with the SVT-40. Soviet semi-automatic rifle of choice, also used by the Germans whenever they could capture it, and also serves as the basis of the Gewehr 43. The Germans had tried to make their own, but basically the Gewehr 41 wasn't really that good, so they looked at the SVT 40 and basically figured out how to make a semi-automatic rifle a bit better. But moving across here, the field, generally they perform better than conscripts up close. Conscripts will do a bit more damage and range on the other hand, so there's a slight thing there, plus they'll set to charges. Conscripts, on the other hand, will have Molotovs, anti-tank grenades, and an URA that isn't dependent on veterancy. There are some differences there, plus penal battalions can't lay down sandbags. Taking up position here, a bit of reconnaissance and all such. You're seeing here that Balthazor slightly more focusing forces together. Another grenadier squad here, so 3 grenadier squads so far. Stravniki out here, out in the open. And right here, Kerghan is definitely, he should have been trying to creep up here through the cover. Instead, what he does is actually engage the grenadiers at range. And at range, penal troops will lose the grenadiers. You're not really meant to be engaging. These semi-automatics generally did not perform quite as well as bolt-action rifles at farther ranges. So right here, that's a slight mistake. We do see here, Balthazor reacts to this correctly. He engages from numerous ranges, trying as much as possible to negate the cover advantage here that Kerghan has. Satchel charge that goes over the pioneers. Oh, Scheiße, Balthazor! Oh, right here, clearly Balthazor needs to be paying attention. That was definitely a senseless waste of pioneers, a tragic loss there for the Reich, for Deutschland. I know here up close, the penal battalion generally outdoes the grenadiers quite nicely. But again, at range, not quite as much, though again, we are knowing here that even this advantage, when they're this heavily outnumbered, they quickly get cut down. So overall, this is just a series of bad engagement being initiated here by Kerghan. Commies are not doing too well either. Be careful of negative cover and being out in the open. We're seeing more gunners here arriving for Balthazor. 4 squads so far, having lost 1 pioneer squad. That's definitely going to hurt. But again, generally know when to pull back. When you've got 1 squad engaging 3 grenadier squads, you generally consider pulling back. Not continue to hang about out there and waste troops. And there we go, moving on from the building here. This is actually a bit of a bad move. Balthazor has been out in the open. His opponent's infantry is inside the building right there. We see the grenadiers quickly beginning to bleed out. Stravniki moving up at the MGs here. The grenadiers going to take up position cover. Good use of cover here by Balthazor. Another squad of Stravniki moving up. We're seeing here that Kerghan is under a lot of pressure. And there go veterans, only 1 squad here. Grenadiers need to be careful. Need to in fact consider retreating, and there we go. They're already rather depleted. Grenadiers moving out in the open here. Stravniki moving closing in here. They actually have a chance of sort of cutting them down here. Moving close. Stravniki generally doing the most damage up close. Vital to keep in mind. Vital to keep in mind. Grenadiers here need to retreat as well. They're not looking to do it. And there we go. So Rückfallen. Squad there almost wiped out.
Taken our supply sector.
Points there being secured. So far not an awful lot of infantry, but still pushing ahead here. Grenadier squad needs to be careful, the retreat path is going to be a bit of a gauntlet. Light mechanist coming up here, no support weapons so far from Balthazor, just Grenadiers. The Sperrverbande holding up with its plucky Grenadiers. Strafniki there opening up, forcing back the Grenadiers with the fuel point, Contis moving in. Strafniki should be also pushing in again, they don't do well at range. Russian infantry generally don't reach, we want to use it again to medium to short range. There we go. Should move up here, again stick to cover, there we go, he's shifting from cover to cover as he's trying to get around and flank the opponent. Right here, I definitely would not recommend that. What he said he should probably have done is move up from here to here instead of there, but right this time, seems to work. Oh! Too slow to retreat there, Satchel Charge got them all. Other goes one, he's moving out in the open versus the penal troops. He does get a light machine gun, but generally, I mean, you should be careful about out in the open like this. Another Satchel Charge, and he's getting a bit slow to retreat. This time, though, without massive losses there to the Sperrverbande. There's definitely a few hangovers there from Kerghan and Balthazor on how they handle their infantry. Now, the question is what will come next for these gentlemen. So far, there's been nothing from the Gas Company. In fact, he's now setting a bunker.
Objective secured.
Already having lost 2 full squads, whereas Kerghan hasn't really suffered any major losses like that. I mean, his squads have been bled out, but they haven't suffered any catastrophic wipes. That is something to keep in mind here. We do see that Balthazor is upping the game here with a few light machine guns. Beyond that, not an awful lot. One squad here of Penal Battalions, also veteran, also doing here healing for a bit of help there. Comrades moving up the right flank, troops holding out here. These are also ready to move, so Kerghan should probably consider moving them. Don't hang about with your troops there. Pani's moving into water combat engineers. Already suffering 1 loss there at range. Already close to half health there. The combat might win. Oh, never mind. Alexei went down. They're going to engage Grenadiers moving out from far away. Again, no range again with light machine guns. I mean, the Strafniki really don't have much of a chance there and have to fall back. And looks like a unit out here wiped out combat engineers. Looks like he actually called in a fresh one for some reason. He should have the other ones back. Now he can just get some vehicles up with armor, whatever he wants. Grenadiers advancing here, holding up in cover. Good, firing away at the fascists. Other squad that needs to get moving. Come on, Kerghan. Don't have a unit hang about in your base like that. That's just silly. These countries, by the way, need to retreat. Good think job there. But again, move it. Los Gates. Kerghan definitely needs to be a bit swift on his movements. A bit too sluggish in getting things moving at times, I feel. Now here we go. Retreating in good time. Good. Panzer going to be around there with the Sturmgewehrs. Firing in bursts as they were trained to. Since the the SGG-44 Sturmgewehr 44 really couldn't handle full auto fire generally. It was generally recommended they just fired in short bursts or semi-automatic fire. Little fun track there. And there you go, Veteran 2, increasing accuracy and also unlocks the URA with them. That's sure we're all getting a bit more chance at range now. They're not an awful lot, and there we go, just lots of rapid fire going in here. Several Grenadier squads again. Heavily outnumbered here by the Grenadiers. He really should not be engaging that for long. Still, he's managed to keep Balthazor here a bit on the back foot. Balthazor, on the other hand, needs to sort of, be a bit careful as well in how he utilizes things. He definitely needs to be better at pulling back troops in time. We're only here a second. Panzer Grenadier squad adding in some rather heavy infantry all of a sudden.
Replacements have arrived.
Tank Battalion Command almost finished.
Yes.
Should add a bit of firepower on here, a lot of munitions. No mines from either side, and definitely the other side would benefit from a few mines, I think. Medic bunker up. Strafniki moving up here. They will probably have some issues here with the Panzers unless they engage from the correct angle. Not sure what he'll be thinking here. Looks like a larger assault is being planned here, and again these Strafniki need to get moving. I mean, join in with the veteran infantry the most you have. Troops are flanking from that side, moving up here from the other side. Then it's a bit low on health. Comrades need to get close, and again, get those up there as well. You could consider getting an A half track out now. Instead, he's actually placed some of his penal troops there. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what Kerghan is thinking here. There definitely seems to be a lot of odd decisions in that department. Nego Panzer getting engaged here from the building. A small farmhouse there. Lots of semi-automatic rifle fire pouring in on the Panzer Grenadier. Kerghan also flooding quite a bit of manpower. So again, not entirely sure what his thoughts are here.
We need to re-establish our supply lines.
Things seem a bit, and there we go, unfocused, but half-track on the way here. Stravniki needs to stop up. Panzer is moving in here. If they had a flamethrower, they could definitely do a bit more. But there we go, Panzer is definitely taking a bit of damage. Satchel Charger, cleaning out one building with Grenadiers again. Balthazor needs to be a bit careful there. He should realise by now his opponent is fond of Satchel Charges and thus be able to sort of pull out in time. Can't moving up close, but again, there's light machine guns. There we go. The low health on the guns actually forces them away. Other Stravniki squad pulled away. A half-track moving up here. Could upgrade it with the anti-air package. Getting a bicycle fire partner. We're noting here a rapid merge here for some. In fact, costing a conscript squad. That, on the other hand, was not worth it. Not in his own base. That might have been a mistake, though, here from Kerghan. But still, generally, I would not recommend something like that unless, I mean, we're talking an absolute, you know, veteran elite unit, and the other squad is basically, you know, fresh. I mean, yeah, sure, you can throw it away like that, but otherwise I would not recommend it. Then he's being pushed away. Reinforced near the half-track. Remember, you can reinforce near your half-track even when upgraded. Either way, a bit of a threat here has been added now to Balthazor's infantry. In fact, we're popping over here to him. 3 squads of Panzer Grenadiers, 2 squads of Grenadiers. I mean, he's already lost several squads of his Grenadier here in to fight for this small area of farmland.
Yeah. Our opponents are
Kerghan mobilizing conscripts from both sides. Troops need to support that half-track. And again, reinforce from it. Come on. Reinforce. It's there. Use it. If you'd be so kind, there we go. Panzer taking some punch of Shrek. Coming up here in the grenade zone to shred them a bit, and there we go. Oh, Panzer fast off here. More penal troops moving in there. Panzer coming to the other side. Deal with them first. Deal with them first. You deal with them. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? They've got Panzer Shreks. Kill them. Shoot them. Kerghan here needs to work on his priorities, I think. I mean, it was close to getting out of squad, but at the same time they're retreating, so thus they get a few bonuses. Charger charge going off here. So that half-track did not last long. Now that could have been handled a bit better. I mean, he should have been more careful about getting round close corners when he knew there's infantry, because again, that gives a chance for the other bastards to quickly close in and get off a Panzerfaust. So that was not very gracefully handled there, I think, by Kerghan. Panzers are closing in. They should actually be careful about that. Conscripts actually have a chance of cutting down. And as you might have noticed, they actually did quite a bit of damage there. I think you could actually maps of wonder with them, since they were so low on health as conscripts were much more healthy there. Grenadiers make a mistake now to get close to the Stravniki, which really gives the Stravniki close. And there we go, veterans free, and that just rapidly increases the rate of fire.
We now have access to PEG 43 anti-tank guns.
And such things.
Tanks can now be
really
deployed.
making them a lot more nasty.
Shit, they're shooting at us.
Panzer's moving up here. Need to be careful. Oh, Stravniki needs to get away. A satchel charge again. Still. You have to be careful about satchel charges and throwing them at the right times, because you can manage, they have quite a throwing animation, and that can mean you actually end up losing the squad while attempting it, so something you have to be a bit careful about. Context moving up. Stravniki should support here. That machine gun here firing from a nearby crater. Left after one of the many satchel charges that Kerghan has left behind.
The Soviets are attacking!
And these conscripts just get back. I mean, I'm not sure why you're training them there. We do hear that Kerghan's quickly losing ground. I mean, he's not focusing very well. He's just sort of running all over the place. Not fully focused. Now we're seeing a support bomb company all of a sudden. Not really much use there out of the tank of the battalion command so far either. I mean, I feel there's a few issues there with how Kerghan plays. Now we're seeing a maximum running. Maybe that could help with keeping the infantry under check. Panzer's under fire there from the veteran 3 Stravniki. The Stravniki here doing quite well with their semi-automatic rifles of doom. Well, not doom, but you know, sounds a bit more dramatic.
Territory secured.
Rapid advance here from some German infantry. Setting up here, by the way, to sort of cut off the retreat. Good move there, good move there. And of course, note he's advancing up through cover, exposing him as little as possible to enemy fire. Likely another Satchel charge here. Need to retreat though. There we go. Full retreat here. I think, you know, that was a bit excessive there from him. Also note though, I mean, I've not seen it yet, but actually note veterans, 2 penal troops and above can actually, you know, oorah themselves and can actually sort of quickly get close and get off with the semi-automatic rifles there. So there's also a little trick there to keep in mind while utilising them.
Securing our territory.
Squad under attack! Ready!
Troops here reinforcing. Also, fun fact about this with T-40, it was actually sort of a leftover product after the Soviets attempted making a battle rifle, the AVT-40, or was it 36, I think? No, X-36 actually failed.
We are ready!
The problem with it was basically the recoil was too powerful and actually broke the gun. So they basically just made it a semi-automatic only, and then they called it the SVT-40, which was considerably much more effective. Constant needs to fall back. Panzer is charging in. Panzer 4 rhyming here, so he's going straight on for that. Max are moving up. Oh, careful, not sure when moved up that close. Constant need to fall back. Ah! Need to be careful here. Kerghan, mine's up there, that's good, but still some problems here with unit preservation from either side. Sometimes they don't seem to quite know how to sort of judge when to pull back. I mean, generally, if you feel like you can't do a lot of damage compared to what the possibility of your opponent doing it to you are, you know, pull back.
Need something?
Grenadiers, ready.
Standing by.
Still, he's got his rather veteran penal troops. Both of them are veterans. You see, that does give him quite some nasty troops. That's not something to be underestimated, though. They're durable and they're able to do quite a bit of damage.
Panzer here.
Yes?
Panzer Grenadiers. Engaged by radar.
Panzers moving in versus the veteran 3 penal troops, and they're just charging in out in the open. No cover taking it, and they're just actually taking quite a bit of damage here from the penal troops. They're actually tearing through the Panzer Grenadiers. There we go, already halfway down.
He's down.
Penal troops only suffered 1 loss. They took a bit of damage though, but overall, he should have rushed in there and actually taken up positions there to cut off, but still. I would call that a pretty successful engagement. All I need to do is pull back, heal up, reinforce a single guy, and that's it compared to the Panzer Grenadiers, who almost lost everyone. So that wasn't too bad. And again, I mean, compared to before the March deployment patch, yes, running up to your opponent is not a very effective strategy. And we actually know, or tactic, now we actually know we have Pack 44 gun, the Schwer Panzer Abwehrkanone. Looks like here Balthazor is extremely worried about his opponent getting armor, though so far we've seen nothing of it. So the Pack 43 isn't going to be that effective. It's not exactly an anti-infantry weapon, although I mean, I think even the biggest anti-tank gun still had some high explosive shells to fire around targets. Again, Panzer moving against much open ground. Actually took kill there for the field gun, including enough, but still, penal troops otherwise tearing through them. Again, you know, be careful about just attacking across open ground. It is not a very efficient tactic. Right here, a barrage from the field gun actually able to rock, and it almost gets them. But here, barrage, I mean, don't forget the barrage on the field gun. Used correctly can actually be quite devastating towards your opponent. And should not be underestimated. But right now, Kerghan feels rather defensive, but at the same time, so does Balthazor. So he's not pushing much forwards either. It's like either side is sort of awaiting the other moves to sort of take advantage of that, but either side is also really afraid of making a big move, so they're just basically slipping in a unit here and there. But no major offenses. We're noting an additional Maxim here to help deal with the infantry. Flying right there, the Pioneers, suppressing them. Should do alright, should do alright. Penal troops coming in to finish them off. There you go, half the Pioneers got wiped out in a second. Grenadiers versus conscripts. Grenadiers are like cover. Conscripts are not. They are trying to pull in, but they're already suffering here. Stuffniki moving straight for the Pack 43. Balthazor here failed to actually find anything that's already covered it. Panzer 4, by the way, being used more as a bunker, it seems. At the very least, you should then hull it down, so it has higher rate of fire and also higher range. I mean, no point, you know, if you're going to use it defensively to not get it hulled down when you have gone for a commander that has it. So that I can't help but feel is a bit silly right there. Just a bit. Heavy mortar there arriving for Kerghan.
Our foes have 300 points remaining. Increase your efforts.
And taking attack, hold down was quite a common tactic, though generally it was less about, like they do here in coming here, is the base is staying out a lot of sandbags. I think it was more about digging a larger hole and then sort of drive the tank down so it sort of have a lower profile. Well, that's just another tax little thing. I mean, though, it was pretty common, I think, also for the Soviets and even the Americans, maybe. But yeah, little fact there. Panzer charging straight ahead at the field gun, hitting a mine though. Combat here, Strafnik. Oh, guys, moving straight up to it. This is really a bad move there by Balthazor. And as we can see, the results are unsurprisingly lethal. We do see the Schwer Gustav has been prepared to fight in support here of Balthazor. Heavy mortar here, pointing in the wrong direction. He should probably try and bombard the heavy...
Our opponents are seizing the sector.
What the...
We're taking fire from Red Army!
Okay, it actually destroyed it, but for some reason it didn't count as a kill. Right, that's definitely the first time I've seen that. I think that was some extreme severe luck there from the Pak 43. I think it's really the best way I can describe it. I've certainly never seen that happen before. Definitely peculiar. Definitely very odd and very out of place. I'm not sure how to describe it besides an extreme, weird and bizarre stroke of luck, you know, like a 1 in a million chance. Oh hey, my Pak 40 my Pak 43 just snapped your heavy howitzer through the hedgerows. There's definitely going to be someone getting a medal for that. Slow advance up here again. I mean, all of a sudden both players have gotten extremely timid. In particular, you know, Balthazor for some reason, you know, he should be more attacking. I mean, he's got, you know, tanks now. He's getting half tanks. He's got heavy artillery. He's got Pak 43. He's got all the infantry. He really could easily probably launch off some kind of proper assault and do some serious damage, particularly with the railway artillery support going down on the strong point. But no, he's holding back here. He's just content with what he has. Xeno troops are getting blasted. Running away here. Maximum field gun firing support. Panzer is getting suppressed. The sneaky punch is going up. Oh, what's going on here? It did it again! Since when did it begin doing that? That has got to be one insane Pak 43. I have never seen a Pak 43 repeatedly snipe support weapons like that. Who the hell do they have manning that gun? I mean, he's got to have some of the best eyes ever if he can snipe support weapons like that. What the devil? And he's back here to Kerghan. Also time for the mid-game analysis. Current situation for the two sides are basically close to actually a 50-50 split with a slight advantage here currently to Balthazor. Victory points definitely running an advantage. The odd thing is though, I mean, he's largely got most of the advantage at the moment, but he's not using them. He is not using any of the advantages he currently possesses. Arm advantage, overall infantry advantage. Well, to a certain extent, infantry advantage. I mean, the veterans, three troops here certainly giving a bit of a pause, and the Maxim, the mortar, likely also will, but still, I mean, he's just not pushing at all. Except a few timid sort of poking his opponent here and there. He's not making any sort of serious effort to, for example, finish off the game. Instead, what he's doing is actually giving Kerghan plenty of time to get back into the game. And that's actually quite dangerous, because Kerghan, a bit, you know, currently actually has the chance, sort of, if he can sort of hold up for long enough to sort of push back a few tanks, maybe sort of strike at the right place, although then again he's going to need to get this up first, and he should definitely have the heavy mortar begin bombarding the Pak 43 position rather rapidly. So that is definitely one thing he needs to begin doing. Otherwise, sort of keep pushing up here, flank in, try to do some damage on this side, and sort of sneak in up behind here, cut off the resources, and such a few tanks, maybe some shock troopers, and overall he should actually be fine. I mean, if Balthazor wants to keep playing this, he definitely needs to sort of begin laying down some mines, S-mines, Teller mines, get up some bunkers, well, get some machine guns out, for heaven's sake. I mean, he's playing defensively, but he's not really getting anyone to sort of excel at it, besides the Pak 43. And again, you know, pair up the Panzer IV and get it held down at a vital point, like say, right around here, to sort of cover that centre victory point, something. I mean, for someone who's intent on playing defensive, he's not doing it very well. And that's generally a bit of a marker as an issue. So that's definitely something he needs to look into. Otherwise, he should just get attacking, get some Panzers charging, and bash those Bolshevik brains in. Anyways, back to the fight here. Let's see if Kerghan can get back out of this mess, or if Balthazor will provide victory. Looks like he was trying to bait that half-track. Half-track wasn't quite fully positioned here, so it'll get us some good fights. He actually drives straight in front of it. There we go. Popping smoke, though. Popping smoke. Good. Good. Panzer also not being repaired. Panzer is charging in. Machine gun falling back here.
What do you need?
Troops reinforcing. Come on. Kerghan, do something.
You need a suicide squad? AT gun here.
But again, overall, just very defensive play from either side. And either player sort of needs to sort of get aggressive eventually. We can't just hold back here forever. And this Kerghan needs to get away. Coming on to fight again from the Pack 43.
Taking fire!
Kerghan crew dead. Definitely taking up again. Oh, they might hit a mine. There we go. Right here, though, Satchel charging the Grenadiers. Need to focus on the Panzer Grenadiers. Retreat. Oh, Grenadiers got wiped out again. Rather slow there from Balthazor. Not sure why he's reacting, as though his hands were covered in, I don't know, something sticky.
The enemy has cut off a section.
Treacle? Honey? I know. Communists are definitely gaining a bit more than they anticipate, with 2 Panzer Grenadier squads ready to provide resistance. Also noting he's practically just sending in troops one at a time rather than leading a proper counter-attack. Not really efficient use there. Basically just equivalent of throwing away his troops. Pack 43 continues to fire away. Actually, it's actually got quite a few kills here. 9 infantry kills. I wonder what's going on with that thing.
Mortar ready for order.
Heavy mortar moving up. Panzers need to fall. Oh, Strafniki again. Sounds of charge. Conscripts with submachine guns, the BBH-41. And again, the heavy mortar needs to bombard the Pack 43. He needs to clear out this heavy anti-tank gun. Gets a few kills there. Quickly comes the field gun in the name of the Soviet peoples. And now we go, clearing out the Pack 43 crew. Rather munitions there with a few heavy mortar rounds. Still no attempt at getting it to hold down that Panzer for a good position. Panzer was here despite heavy loss securing the left-hand point.
Yes,
Bit of action in there, but again, no real serious offensive moves here from Balthazor. His vehicles and his Panzer still being held extremely defensively, and he's barely doing anything. I mean, he might as well not bothered with it then. For all the good it does. There's definitely a few issues there, I think, from Balthazor. And again, a player who goes too quickly on the defensive and then again can't seemingly mount a very good defense. Conscripts really pushing off there. The Panzer gun is there with the submachine guns. Good job there, Stephanie getting in. 26 kills also in terms of kills and losses. I mean, they're reasonably close. Although Balthazor still is actually a bit ahead there in terms of kills.
Awaiting command.
Pack 40 here, or Pack 43, not sure why I keep calling it the Pack 40, but the Pack 43 here recruit for Germany.
Double your efforts.
We're under
Getting another Maxim crew, more troop charging in the centre. I'm interested, he's not going for any shock troopers again. You'd think he'd go for that, but not now. The Haymort, and there go, mine goes off, killing quite a few Grenadiers. Looks like a large troop is going up. At the same time, we are seeing that Balthazor's finally making some kind of move, but even then, he's not. He's not pushing a lot with it, just a few infantry squads. He's not even sending in any panzers. We do see the railroads are going in there. Oh, a lot of units climbed up. Careful, careful!
The enemy has found us!
Very tempting target. Could have succeeded, but didn't quite. Having successfully cut off the left-hand side, though, the Panzer might get the field gun. Conscripts and Strafniki moving in there. Panzer is quick to vacate the field then, once that really gets unpleasant.
mortar here.
So there we go, railway artillery striking down with the fury of the Third Reich.
You need mortar support?
There we go again, Flampanzer moving up. No field gun to support and keep a bit cover here. Kerghan and his opponent largely been committing only to small piecemeal attacks, allowing the other side to sort of effectively repel them without having to do a lot. Which is generally what you want to sort of avoid, because that's basically just feeding your opponent experience while throwing away your manpower. What you generally want to do when you actually launch an attack is actually send in a bunch of troops with a sufficient amount of support. Sending in one guard at a time should only be sort of dealt with for harassment, a bit of reconnaissance maybe, but not for any kind of attack.
Do you need something?
And he needs to clear out that Pack 43 crew again. But we do see here, seems... No. Oh, there we go. He's actually making good efforts to repair it. That's nice.
Enemy contact!
Panzer's here, doing well. Crunch coming. Oh, nice bun grenade in the path. Well played there by Balthazor. He accurately predicted where they'd be moving in. And then he falls back here. That seems, on the other hand, a bit silly. Still no attack here. I mean, he could easily pop down some smoke to allow him to safely and unmolested move up here. But that's not happening, apparently. Noting his... Oh, he actually improved that. Never mind then. We're charging up here. Field gun still not in any position to support what's going on in the front. Of course, will just move up here. So again, not sure what Kerghan is thinking there. It just seems like a waste of infantry. Even the Maxims weren't pulled up far off to sort of provide any kind of help. Uses his charge. Ow! Did a bit of work there. Field gun still, though, nowhere near to actually help. Pack 43 cleared out most of the pioneers, repairing it, also close to death. Come on, Kerghan, make an effort. Comrade Stalin demands it. I mean, this entire site, by the way, is rather open as well.
You need a suicide squad.
I mean, there's overall an issue there, basically just not coordinating things very well going on here with Kerghan. But that's also clear an issue going on here for Balthazor. The only thing that really is allowing Balthazor to keep up this is basically the hedgerows right here, I think.
You need something demolished?
Otherwise, I mean, again, also going for the fuel point over there. Some conscripts being sent in. They should send in some more heavier troops like the Strafniki there, the veteran T3 ones. But really, Kerghan needs to sort of get his act together and make a concerted push. I mean, noting here, I mean, Balthazor is just spamming panzer grenadiers. It's actually rather expensive.
Einsatzbereit.
And there we go, large infantry push going in, the Panzer's falling back there, reloading their assault rifles, trying to go back. The Bulls taking advantage, but they're rather outnumbered here. A lot of the troops then go bun grenade again by the other conscripts. Submachine guns shooting curving. Yeah. There we go, the quick retreat.
Take cover!
Panzer IV Befehlswagen ready, and there you go, Befehlspanzer arriving. And it was not too uncommon to see command tanks actually, at least for the Germans, being older tanks being utilised in that role. So a little fun fact there.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
They're rolling ahead there with the Panzer IV.
The enemy has driven a wedge in our lines.
Still nothing serious going on here.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Maxim setting up Strafniki, trying to hold up their mounting infantry. Panzers moving straight into mine. Bun grenade on the Maxim.
Our lines of supply are disrupted.
There you go, heavy infantry losses. Come on, make a push. We're actually seeing a tank now out here. That's great. Pack 43 is still decrewed. Come on, make a push, Kerghan. Make an actual attack. For Stalin's sake.
Command tanks are now available.
Standing by!
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Part is trying to engage.
But apparently that's not quite there in his plans. Conscripts charging in. Command tank actually pushing up the assault here a bit. Again, Panzer's just feeling like a waste of resources here for Balthazor. Panzer IV command tank is at least, you know, rather more effective against infantry with its high explosive rounds there. Victory points continue to tick down here for Kerghan without him really making any major push. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what he's thinking here. I mean, it's not really helping him. Panzers are being slowly ground down. The Strafniki continue their vicious ways. Balthazor floating an absurd amount of fuel here. I mean, he could easily get a Sturmpanzer 4 and he just bash his way through the lines. He could probably do that and win, but again, he just seems, oh, I've got this. I could just let my opponent do whatever he wants in the meanwhile and then build up a force that might actually be able to push me off me. That is not good thinking. The temporary, and that's actually something that was stressed by German doctrine, should always be considered temporary. You should not be able to sort of just statically and hold forever. As a German should always sort of, and any good sensible commander should always consider the defensive a temporary measure until you can attack again. This is not what's happening here. For Balthazor, the defensive is clearly all he wants to do. He just wants to sit back on his arse. And that is ultimately not a good long-term perspective.
The enemy is taking
And it is
our
only
territory.
serving his opponent to build up resource and push in and also shoot down his positions again, which he knows well are. I mean, that's another problem with all this defensive work. It allows your opponent to map out your positions, much easier to clear them out. So overall, just bad strategic thinking here by Balthazor.
Enemy squad attacking!
And the only reason it has been pulled off is because Kerghan is so timid, so defensive in approach, that he himself is actually allowing this to happen. Looks like some kind of assault is happening in here. Panther for Vladimir, command tank moving up. Field gun still not within range to support even the attack. Come on, Kerghan! I mean, if you're going to push with infantry and you know the tanks, have your field gun support it. Maxim there going up, heavy mortars continue to rain down.
Territory is out of contact.
Command tank now coming in on fire. Exposing the side there, not a good move there by Balthazor.
Standing by.
Troops could easily continue moving up here, try to get up behind and get up a on the Pack 23. Panthers moving up in the open, taking heavy loss there to the Stravniki and the SVT-40s.
Are securing our territory.
Half tank moving out as well. Tank notices really again, if we just clear this out, he could actually move the tank out. But again, nothing is happening. It's really astounding here. How Kerghan just keeps on doing the exact same thing over and over again. T-34 being sent over here to do some infantry. Some nice thinking going on there finally. No tracking on the field gun to get a bit more range here. T-34 pushing away the infantry with some losses. Come on. Looks like he might finally get that. Nope. Nope. Still no tracking. Still no attempt at the field. You need to provide some support. Oh, there we go. Apparently my voice reached out to him through time and managed to wake him up. There we go, Flampanzerwagen went down.
The enemy has dealt us a
Finally gotten that one. That should have been down a lot earlier, but again, Kerghan is just... I know, too slow, too unresponsive. I mean, he doesn't seem to be frightfully reacting to what's going on half the time. Granted, his opponent isn't exactly what I call energetic either. Well, actress. But still, this kind of inactivity and this kind of, you know, just small piece attacks with no real effort into them is not really good, and also just not properly supporting them with your field guns. I'll just speed this up because again, I mean, it's just going to be the same thing over and over again for a bit more. So there we go, getting some kills. Not properly covering his centre. Field gun here about to get overrun. Where's the rest of infantry support? Nowhere. Come on, get your units moving. Panzer 4 moving up. Looks like he's finally committing to assault, but he's not repaired his other Panzer 4. Panzer's close to getting wiped out. Turn the field gun. Turn the field gun. Might lose the Panzer 4 here. There we go. Panzer 4 down. Troops rapidly enforcing. Another one on the way. No attempt using railway artillery to support the advance either. Come on, Balthazor. Oh, mine went off there. T-34 should have the advantage now. If it can hit.
Enemy has broken our supply lines.
Panther 4 command tank actually succeeding several times penetrating the front armor there. Good job there from Heinz.
We have lost a panzer.
T-34 falling back, lots of troops here, could easily move out. Come on, Kerghan, and then a desperate ram. Engine damage. He could try and actually steal away that Pack 43 and turn it against the Panther 4. But, oh, there we go, finally getting those troops moving, about damn time. But barely any use left for Balthazor either. Careful about attacking across the open. Panther strikes now being equipped here on troops already low health. Oh, he got, oh, Gott im Himmel! 2 Panther strikes down these penal troops. Oh, that definitely is going to make things a lot harder for Balthazor. He might as well retreat here since his troops are just getting murdered since they can't fire, while moving the other way. Stavniki picked over the Grenadiers here. The Grenadiers were occupied with another target. Lots of troops still hanging back, not moving forwards. Panzers here need to be retreated. Come on. Not good.
We have a forward structure under attack.
Satchel charge there could clear that bunker out. Cruise the back pretty free, it seems. Aerial support going in. Where are the Stavniki with the Panthers next? Come on, you should be getting those out in the field as quickly as possible. A railway artillery going down this huge confirmation of support weapons. Good thinking there. Some good thinking.
The enemy has destroyed a panzer. The enemy is attacking one of our forward buildings.
Few losses there. Conscripts, you need to be careful. But there we go, the Soviet Air Force sorts it all out. Another Panther 4 rolls in. Still nothing going on in the base there for Kerghan. Might as well speed this up a bit. Panther 4 getting blasted away. Merrily so. Another T-34 arrives. And there you go, the Panther strike penal troops moving up.
Railway cannon has reloaded.
And there we go. Panther 4 kaput. And game over here. A bit of a brutal Monday night fight. But again, the sort of major point is here again were unit preservation, though, as always. But again, also in some details, realizing when to stand and when to fight. Also, another major issue was basically a lack of activity. Both players were really timid and also said in piecemeal attacks. I mean, piecemeal attacks are not really good. You need to take sort of larger assaults, and basically both players end up wasting a lot of resources with that. And also another major issue was really basically the way Balthazor went utterly defensive and then proceeded to pull off a really, really terrible defense, which only really came about because Kerghan didn't push it very hard either. I mean, there were some major issues there, both players wanting to be on the defense, but neither side really couldn't afford it. And then they couldn't pull it off either. I mean, that was some really serious problems there. And also the way that Kerghan repeatedly failed to properly support his troops despite having sufficient support weapons. A lack of mines definitely also hurt, in particular the Germans. They could easily have done with a lot more. Poor use of tanks. I mean, again, if they are going to use them defensively, put them hold down. And they actually become better because of it, in terms of just not moving. So that's really another problem there. I mean, a lot of issues in that department. But I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. That is rather the main point of the Monday Night Fight. If you did want to subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, send in a replay and provide some feedback in the comments. And if you are sending in for the Monday Night Fight, just mark the replay and the email MNF so I can actually tell apart these things. Anyways, this is Imperial Dane wishing you all a good